hello and welcome, and Happy New Year to you. Happy 2025. Now it just so happens that this dafty here on the 3rd of January 2023 decided to start a YouTube channel. This YouTube channel. So today, the 3rd of January 2025 is this channel's 2nd birthday.
Yay, 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 it's your birthday. Hey, 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 it's your day. It's not Monday, it's not Thursday. It's your birthday.
Hooray! So first off, just want to say a massive thank you to you for watching the videos, subscribing, commenting, liking, all that good stuff that helps videos and channels grow on YouTube. Thank you so much, hugely appreciated. And feel free to like this one as well if you like, and subscribe. No, we're not doing that. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this year in review, how it's went, the terrible twos of YouTube. Is it the terrible twos? The highs and the lows. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's check out some stats. Okay, so this year we did 57 video uploads, 51 live streams, 10 shorts that, meh. We hit 5,000 subscribers, over 500,000 views. Well, that's like over the 2 years. And we've pretty much gained like 3.7 thousand subscribers. Crazy stuff. Once again, thank you for subscribing and being a part of the thing. So to summarise this past year, I would say it's been a year of experimentation, collaborations, massive highs, and a quick fall from grace at the end of the year maybe. We'll get to that later. Huge growth, lessons learned, and maybe the future of the channel near the end. We could talk about that. Right, so we're going to have a quick run through most of the videos this year and talk about lessons learned and all that kind of stuff. If you've got a YouTube channel, specifically a guitar YouTube channel, you might find this interesting, you might not. But this video is a bit of a selfish one. It's more something for me to recap on in a year's time to see kind of what we did. Because I did this last year and I watched that before doing this and it's been pretty useful. So yeah, if you don't want to watch anymore, thanks for watching and see you later. Carrying on. And I'm kind of doing like a live edit of this to save time because I'm like way behind on videos. Right, here we go. So, as we mentioned, we started off the year with, there we go, this is it here. First year on YouTube. And before that you could see I did like a Gear of the Year 2023, but I'm not doing one of them this year because I just don't have time, alright? Carrying on, so we started off the year with one of these sort of birthday celebrations. Moving on, we did a video about Harley Benton, and this video actually performed quite well considering it was like about fretboard radius, a rant about Harley Benton guitars. Not bad I suppose for that. And then after that we've got another Harley Benton video. Basically this guitar was one I was selling and I wanted to get a video of it quickly before I sold it. And Harley Benton videos tend to do quite well in general. Moving on, we started a refinish project. It's meant to be a 4-parter, but I've only done 3 of them. The actual refinish itself has been done, but I've got to do the final assembly. Never got around to doing that. It's going to happen someday. Sorry. I've got a massive backlog. This is going to be a bit of a theme that you're going to see throughout as we go. Carrying on, next, we did a collaboration with my good pal 3-Chord Dave, absolute legend. And he's took a wee break from YouTube for now, which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully we're going to see him back soon because I'm going to miss his live streams, which happened every Saturday. Maybe they're back on by the time you watch this, who knows? I hope so. Anyway, collaborations is one of the things I'm going to speak about later on because generally they don't perform very well. We'll talk about that soon. Next up, this one did quite well again. This was my modded Jet JS400 versus a Fender player. I was basically trying to recreate the success of the previous video, which was the previous best performing video on the channel, the Jet JS400 versus the Fender player, and this is basically an update to that after upgrading the Jet. Moving on. Okay, so next up was the Birmingham Guitar Show. So let me just come over here for a minute. We went to the Birmingham Guitar Show and it was absolutely great. It happened in about March time and I'm going to be going again this year because it was awesome. Amazing learning experience. It was my first time as a content creator going to a guitar show and it was a great learning experience. Like I said, if you've got a guitar channel, try and get yourself along to something like the Birmingham Guitar Show. These kind of events are hugely helpful for meeting people, networking, all that kind of stuff. So it's worthwhile. Get yourself along. I'll be going again this year. Maybe see you there. the best thing about it was getting to meet all my pals, some YouTube pals in person that I'd been speaking to forever on the channel. So, like you see here, I even managed to grab Rob Chapman briefly. Love him or hate him, I got to spend a bit of time with him, and it was very cool for him to be so generous with his time. And we looked at some Chapman guitars. Moving on, this was just a walkthrough of the Birmingham Guitar Show, and there's my good pal, Budget Pedal chap, Budge. You might even be watching this. Are you watching, Budge? If you're watching, drop us a wee comment. Anywho, great laddie, love the channel as well, so check it out, but it was great to finally meet him. And I got to hook up with Jet Guitars, which was basically the whole point of me attending that guitar show, so I'm glad that happened. And then they started sending me guitars for review and stuff, so that was great. Glad that happened. And there's the Lammy. Lammy, if you're watching, great to meet you as well. Hopefully we'll see you again this year. And we also got to meet Johnny Budget Guitar Show. Like I said, these two guys, good pals of mine on the YouTube, and it was great to meet them in person, so awesome stuff. That was one of the best things about the guitar show, was getting to meet people in real life. Also got to meet Rich the Novice Noisemaker. I didn't manage to grab him for a video, but also a great laddie. If you're watching, Rich, cheers. I've also met Rafael Jesus, great pal of mine. He's been helping me out on the YouTube tech side of things. So, like I say, the Birmingham Guitar Show was hugely helpful, but lessons learned, how many videos is that, right, from the show? Let's see, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So 7 videos for me equals 7 weeks of content, right? Because I do 1 video a week. Now, lessons learned from the Birmingham Guitar Show is I probably won't do 7 videos again. I'm going again this year, but I probably won't do 7 videos. I'm going to try and do 1, maybe 2, and collabs, I'm not going to do so much of them, because in terms of collabs, pretty much every collab I've done, and it doesn't matter whether the channel has like 4 million subscribers over, yes, I've done collabs with channels that size, or under 500 subscribers, it just doesn't matter. They all seem to tank on this channel. So it's something I'm probably doing wrong, because I'm the common denominator in all of the videos. So yeah, I don't know how to collab, but I'm not going to be putting too much focus on them next year, and specifically for things like the guitar show. Probably not. Sorry. Moving on. So, next up was looking at the Tom DeLonge Starcaster. So this was me jumping on a hot topic and doing a reaction video, and what I learned from this is that reaction videos are quite good for views, in terms of you can get quick, high views, but then it tails off, obviously. But also, they're like really super duper low effort. So there's a good trade-off there, but experimented. This is basically what was experimenting with this year. I'm a massive Starcaster fan. This particular one offended me, so I had to say my piece on it. Anywho, what have we got up next? Fasley Firebird. Love this guitar. I did an unboxing. Unboxings usually do quite well on the channel as well. That one was okay. And then we're on to part 2 of the refinish. That was Heat Gun versus Sander for removing the poly finish. That was quite interesting. And then we got to try a Gretsch. Great guitars, love that. Need to get another Gretsch. Note to self. And then this is another one that did quite well, the Solo King, because I was one of the first channels to get in on that once Andertons got them in stock. So yeah, I was one of the first to get in on that. There's Mario for some reason. But yeah, that video did alright. Okay, so next up was another collaboration with my pal Jim from Audio Mo Music. Hello Jim, if you're watching, I doubt you are, but hello anyway. Check out the channel, Audio Mo. So Jim is a bit of a jazz master aficionado, and I'm a total noob, so he was helping me out with some advice, because I was supposed to be getting one last year. That didn't happen. I know which one I want, I just can't find it at the right price at the moment. But yeah, and this video also marks the start of when the format started. Let's talk about the format. If you're new to the channel, we've got a weekly format here. What happens is, every Wednesday, I put up a community poll post, which is a poll, and we'll vote on something guitar related. And then on Thursday, 7:30 PM UK, we do a live stream called Hammering On About. And then whatever the topic was from the poll the day before, we discuss the results, and we just have a hangout and a blether. And it's fun times, sometimes. Then, every Friday, 6 PM, regular uploads, and that's the weekly schedule here. Hopefully you come along for some of that. Okay, So there we go, that was the start of the format with the Audio Mo Jim collab. Moving on, within a £99 baritone, how did that go? Not too great. And then we went on to the Harley Benton ST Modern Plus. It just came out. I thought I'll try that reaction video thing again. And once again, went quite well. In fact, I recorded it like this, the live stream kind of thing, way of doing it. Low effort, and it does okay for views quickly, and then they drop down. But it's a hot topic thing. Okay, then I did a gig vlog from the summer with the band Coconut Grove at Westfest 2024. That was a fun gig. Loads of work and effort went into that video. Tanked on the views in comparison. That's something we'll talk about soon as well, is basically effort versus views kind of thing. Moving on, then we've got the ST Modern Plus unboxing. Once again, luckily I was one of the first to get a hold of these and one of the first English speaking channels to do an unboxing or review on it. Didn't really do a review, more of an unboxing first impressions, but yeah, that video went very well. 15,000 views, that's a lot for this channel. And then we went on to another Harley Benton guitar, Ibanez, more guitar reviews. There's a Jet one, did a lot of Jet ones, Squire. All these brands generally do quite well for the channel. Actually, this Squire Sonic one's been a slow grower. That didn't do too well to start with, and then it picked up views suddenly. I kept changing the thumbnail, maybe that's what it was. And then we went on to the guitar refinish. Once again, this was the first proper sponsored video that I did on the channel because Bolt Guitars let me keep the products that I was testing. So check out Bolt Guitars as well, very cool. If you're ever thinking about refinishing a guitar, maybe check this video out. This is part 3 of the series, and like I say, I've still got part 4 to do, which is basically just the reassembly of the guitar. In fact, here it is. There you go. Okay, so then we did, what did we do? Fender Player 2 unboxing. Again, it was one of the early people to get in on that. Didn't do fantastic on the views, but I mean, that's a pretty terrible title to be fair. Moving on, then I did a long-term review on the Harley Benton ST Modern Plus. That's done good on the views. I think that's a good video. Like if you were thinking about buying that guitar, like I gigged it and stuff. I've been using it for quite a while. Yeah. Next, we got another unboxing, the Squire debut. Meh, did alright. Fender Player 2, and then we did a proper review where I gigged it again. Did I gig it? Let's how we hover over this. There's Captain Planet, obviously. No, right, okay, I don't know if I gigged it or not. I thought I might have gigged it. I can't remember. Right, next up, another reaction video. Jet Guitars, the new lineup 2024. Check them out. Again, did okay with the views. Very low effort. Then the ST Modern Plus. So because this is such a popular guitar, I went a bit mental in comparisons, and I've not even finished doing comparisons on this yet. So I did it with a Fusion. I've also got other ones coming up with Jet and a load of other guitars. We'll get there eventually. Anywho, why the stupid glasses? Good question. So as you can see, that's what this video was about, and basically the point of this video was I was needing to practice vlogging because I got a new camera, which is this one I'm on right now, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I needed something decent because up until that point, everything had been recorded on my YouTube phone. This is just a Redmi, Xiaomi, cheap phone, but decent video quality, and that's what I recorded everything on. So when I got the Osmo Pocket 3, I wanted to practice doing some vlogging because I was going to be attending, yep, that's what happened next, 42 Gear Street. And then there you go, the first thing that came out as a vlog. So 42 Gear Street, if you don't know, this was like dream come true stuff for the channel, right? Henning Polly, HP42, he put out a video like an invitation to small or new channels to attend his, basically his trade show event that happens in his back garden every year. It's his back garden, on his street, and he owns like a few of the houses on the street, or his family does. And he invites brands to come over and content creators, and everybody gets together, and it's beneficial for everyone, pretty much except for Henning. That's a story for another day. But anyway, I put my hat into the ring and said, please can I come? Invited myself, as I like to say, and I was accepted. I got accepted to go to 42 Gear Street. This was amazing because I've been watching Henning's channel for years, but also a lot of the people who attend. So I got to meet loads of other big channels and collaborate with them, make connections with brands. It's just awesome, awesome experience, and I really hope I get to go back again next year. Please, 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 please. Anyhow, and if I go back, at least I'll know what to expect next time and sort of plan a bit better. Speaking of which, a load of videos after that came out about 42 Gear Street. I tried to mix them up with some other ones, so you can see there, we've got a Jet unboxing, bear with me. And then we've got another collaboration, Ibanez Guitars with Paul Drew from the Studio Rats. He was one of the channels I got to meet there. Absolutely love Paul, what an absolute legend. And check out his channel because, I mean, as if you don't already know, but if you didn't, he's so close to getting 100,000 subscribers. Come on mate, you can do it. Nice one. And then I tried out a Chapman guitar. Now, I'd actually had this Chapman for since before the Birmingham Guitar Show, so like February, and it took me until about, I don't know, what is that? August, September or something to get the video done. It just takes me so long to do videos. But anywho, moving on, what else happened? Then I went to Kenny's Music. This is my first collaboration with Kenny's, which is my local shop, my local guitar retailer. Now, I've been going in that building since it was Sound Control. It's now Kenny's, since I was probably about like 12 years old or something like that. So these guys want to support the channel and I want to support them. So we've got this great wee sort of partnership going where they're loaning me guitars to check out on the channel, and then I shout out the channel and I give them the guitars back. Amazing, because before that it was costing a fair bit of money to sort of buy guitars new and used. I would occasionally get ones loaned from companies and that, but the best thing about getting them from Kenny's is that it's completely impartial. Like all reviews should be anyway. I don't know about sponsored videos going forward because I've not really done them yet, so I don't know how compromised they'll be. We'll find out more on that later. But yeah, getting them from Kenny's, because they don't make the guitars, they just sell them, then I could say whatever I want. Actually, I think there was a guitar earlier on. It was the Fender Player 2. That was the first one I got from them. Then they started doing the Kenny's Pre-Owned and Vintage Roadshow. They did a merger with the Guitar Trade Centre on Facebook, and they've started to do this little sort of tour around the 4 stores in Scotland. So this was checking out the one in, where was this? So I think this was the Aberdeen one, and I got to try out a 1954 Gibson Les Paul, so that was fun. Moving on, what else happened? Right, okay, this is 3 videos, right, from Gear Street to talk about effort versus views, right? So before 42 Gear Street, Furch Guitars, who were going to be attending, offered some of us who were going to be travelling to the event the chance to check out one of their travel guitars. This is the Furch Little Jane, and I took them up on it, so I did 3 videos out of it. So this video here was a little unboxing first impressions. This one here was travelling with it from Scotland to Germany, and I even did a little impromptu demo / review of the guitar in Frankfurt Airport with Colin Scott of Science of Loud. Awesome channel, fellow Scotsman who was also at 42 Gear Street, and he was such a huge help to me, and because he's a veteran, he's been there loads of times. And yeah, I actually met him briefly at the Birmingham Guitar Show before that as well. So listen, if you've got a guitar channel, get yourself the Birmingham Guitar Show. And then in the final video, we got to film in Henning's state-of-the-art studios, and I got to do an interview with the CEO and like head of the company. This guy is actually Peter Furch, and there you go. Now we've got a combined views of less than 2,000 views, and like I said, effort versus views. So unboxing, traveling to Germany, doing a collaboration with a huge other YouTube channel, and then recording in 42 Gear Street Studios, interview with the CEO of the company, and it kind of tanked, which is a shame because they're really cool guitars as well, and it would have been great for Furch if these videos did better, which I would have liked. But anyhow, them's the breaks. Moving on. So, I seen news from Guitar Summit, which I'm also hoping to attend next year. Harley Benton were sort of teasing the potential release of these new Relics prototypes. So hopefully they come out. I might want to check them out if they get the neck right. They're talking about doing a modern neck on it. Anyway, moving on. That was another reaction video that did okay again. Squire Starcaster unboxing did well, and then this video here is where things kind of changed a little bit, or a lot. So, I noticed the channel that I thought was at the capers. It was on my mind and I thought, I'm going to do a video about this. Buying subscribers and views. So I did a video about it, and this was a low effort video. Again, I just got my Osmo Pocket 3. I went out to my local park. Can I show you a wee bit of this? There you go. There's me wandering out in the park with the camera, talking about a channel that I didn't name, who's probably buying subs. They were just about to reach 100,000 subscribers at the time, so I thought I would highlight these other channels who'd also reached that number, either within the year or were just about to. The channel I was talking about is now at like almost 150,000 subscribers. But anyway, maybe it's more than that, I've not checked in a while. So, talking about effort versus views, this was an experiment as well, because it's not the kind of thing I usually talk about, and that 12,000 views happened like really quick, within the first week, tapered off, or in the first couple of weeks or something like that. And then after that, loads of big channels got in touch, and brands got in touch, and people wanted to collaborate, and people wanted me to do some sponsored content, and it was like, whoa, this was like the biggest video of the year in terms of a lot of metrics. Not views, but it was a turning point for the channel. And it also gained the most amount of subscribers. Almost 400 subscribers just from this one video, which is actually quite ironic, considering it was about buying subscribers, and then I got a load of subscribers from it. Anyway, and these kind of videos can actually do more harm than good for your channel. We'll talk about that soon. Moving on, what's next? Okay, another 42 Gear Street video, and this is a collaboration with Carlos from Guitar Aviva. Yes, over 4 million subscribers, 4.3 million or something. This was another 42 Gear Street video, and annoyingly it kind of tanked, which was a shame because Carlos is just such a legend. He's so fun to be around, like super high energy, great to do collaborations with, and I thought it was a pretty good video, but it didn't do well. But I think most of that is possibly on me for just not having a clear idea of what the video was even going to be about. I was pretty much just winging it. That's a lesson, massive lesson I've learned this year. Have a plan. Always have a plan. Yeah, okay. What was next? More jet videos. There's a wee jet unboxing. Stainless steel frets on the jet. That's the best thing that I did this year. Was getting stainless steel frets installed on the Jet GS400. And that video performed quite well as well, considering the content. Carrying on. Right, okay, this was like the crazy point in the year. So I went to China with Yoshi, my partner, and I was there to meet her family and stuff like that. I thought we'll check out some guitar shops while we're there, and we went to this one. I did a wee walkthrough. I got the vlogging camera out, did a wee walkthrough, 15 minutes or something like that, and there you go. Highest views I've ever had on the channel, ever. 50,000 views. Crazy bonkers. And again, it's a great performing video, but it's probably done more harm than good. And we'll get to that again later on towards the end. Actually, we'll talk about it now. So, here's how it could be detrimental to your channel to have like a one-off high performing video like that, especially when it's not the kind of thing your channel normally does, like going to China. And it's all down to the way the YouTube algorithm works. So basically, the way it works is you put out a video and YouTube sends it to your subscribers and the people who watch your videos. And if they watch it for a long time, if they comment, if they like, if they engage with it, then YouTube sees that as successful, and then they'll cast the net a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further. And if at each point people are liking, sharing, it keeps growing. So that's probably what happened with the China video, is that that one got picked up by the algorithm, people enjoyed it, got a lot of clicks and stuff, great. And quite a few new subscribers as well, like maybe around 200 or 150, that many. Anywho, what happens is you've got all these new subscribers from a video like the China one or buying subs, and these people have subscribed to the channel because they enjoy you talking about people buying subscribers or going to Chinese guitar shops, I don't know, and not necessarily reviews on Squires and Jets and unboxings of Harley Bentons and things like that. So what happens is when you put your next video out, YouTube tries it with these people and it's like, nah, I'm not interested in that, so it doesn't get picked up with the algorithm, and then these videos result in lower views. So that's kind of what happened next. Let me show you. Okay, maybe not completely next. We did a Harley Benton unboxing. That went quite well actually. I don't know why. 8-string unboxing. And then I tried to replicate the success, but I didn't have as good a thumbnail really. And we got 6,700 out of that, so that's not bad. And then we went back to this one here, the debut versus the Sonic, back to the usual kind of stuff. You see we're on lower views now. Now, it's pretty good views, but compared to the kind of stuff I was getting, it's starting to decrease a little bit. And then, oh, right, this is where I had an absolute disaster. Let me tell you about this. So the video editing software that I use, DaVinci Resolve, I updated it, and around about the same time I had a Windows automatic update, and something in there wasn't compatible with my GPU driver. Basically, I couldn't edit videos anymore. And I had like between 12 and 15 projects, all at various sort of stages of editing. And what happened to try and fix it, I got in touch with DaVinci Resolve, I was on the Blackmagic forums, I just basically couldn't get my issue resolved. So anyway, what I ended up having to do was take the PC down to the local PC repair place, and the guy says the only fix is we need to wipe the computer and do a clean install. So that's what happened. We thought we saved all the files, but it turns out that DaVinci Resolve for some reason saves the project files in a hidden folder. I don't know anything about this, I'm not technically minded, but anyway, they got deleted. So I lost all my projects, everything, and I'm still playing catch up on that till now, and that's also going to be the case up until probably about April next year. It's been a major setback, but I've got so many projects I've got to get finished. So, in stepped pal of the channel, John Robson, and the old grey guitarist John Wines that I met at 42 Gear Street. John got in touch, John Robson, to say, I know you're struggling mate, can we help? Let's do like a Skype call or something, a quick easy video for you to edit, and that's what basically happened. So massively grateful to both the Johns for that, and yeah, we did a wee lesson kind of, 3 guitar teachers getting together talking about how we do the job kind of thing, and it was an absolute lifesaver. Okay, so next up, this is actually kind of funny. Well, at least I think it's funny, although I didn't at the time. The guitar shop walkthrough that I did, the 50,000 views one, at the time, before I uploaded that, I thought that was going to tank. I thought that was going to get like, I don't know, a couple of hundred views, 10 out of 10, very bad. But it didn't, it did the opposite. So after that, I thought that this next video was going to be the best one ever. Guitar Street in Beijing. So it's exactly what it says there, 50 music stores in 10 minutes. I did a walkthrough of all the stores on the street, and I thought, based on the performance of that last China one, I thought this one is going to blow up, this is going to be massive. It was not massive, it did not blow up. And in fact, basically from about, is it here? From the sort of Squire Sonic one, every one of these videos was a 10 out of 10 performer in that like lowest views. And that's because what I was talking about earlier, the having a sort of big influx of stuff that's different and then going back to your normal stuff and it doesn't do well. That's what happened here. So these were all 10 out of 10s, unfortunately. This as well, this was the last Gear Street video that I did with Jake Lee, absolute legend of a guy. That was a fun video as well. It was a crazy pedal board. And again, this was another 10 out of 10. Christmas gig survival guide. I thought timing wise this might do okay. Nope, another 10 out of 10. One of the lowest performing videos of the year. And then this one is the last video of the year, and it did okay. Squire Starcaster's getting discontinued. It's one of these hot topic ones. I'm hoping that we're starting to get picked up again by the algorithm. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're trying to crawl back. So that's what's basically happening. Is that the year done? That's the year done. Right, what now? Okay, so 2024, second year on YouTube. How did it go? Well, I think we could safely say, overall, it went pretty awesome. I mean, milestones reached all over the shop. So like we said at the start, 5k subs, managed to hit that one. That was amazing. Unexpected, but those two kind of crazy videos helped. 42 Gear Street, this is like dream come true stuff. I couldn't believe that I got to go and meet all these people. Unbelievable. And then we got a video with like 50,000 views and stuff. It's just crazy, right? a great year. I love it. But then we also had some hard times towards the end there, like having that tech issue with my PC and my editing software. That was a massive downer. Still recovering from that. And then a downturn in the views. That wasn't great. But overall, look, this has been a great year. And again, I want to thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting, liking, all that kind of great stuff. But lessons learned for this year and how we're going to apply these going forward next year. What is the future of the channel? Let's get a wee look into it. Okay, so 5 lessons learned, kinda. I would say number 1 is ideas are everything. So a good video is only built around a good idea, and alongside that you've got to have good planning. So that'll be number 1. Number 2, and a very close second, would be thumbnails and titles are also super duper important. Who knew? Because let's face it, on YouTube, packaging is everything. You can have the best video in the world, but if no one clicks on it, no one's going to see it. So you've got to have a great title and thumbnail. Number 3 is high effort does not always equal high views. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory, but for me, I need to be thinking about that for this year because I spend way too much time editing videos that don't perform very well. So I need to be thinking smarter for next year. Anyway, next. Number 4, collaborations. Collaborations are great for building relationships and strengthening a community, but in general they do terrible for views and growth. On this channel anyway. So if you ever wanted to do any collaborations with this channel, trust me, you don't want to be featured on this channel. It's going to do nothing for you. It's actually, I would feel bad having someone on this channel and it getting so few views that it wouldn't help you, or me, or anyone. It's just, So it's something that I'm definitely putting a lot less focus on next year. I did loads of collaborations last year. Sorry, I mean 2024, I did loads. And this year, I'm not focusing on it. Let's just say that. And number 5, my 5th lesson learned from last year is that one big video can actually do more harm than good, as previously discussed. Okay, so the next thing to talk about is the future of this channel. And I'd say it's complicated. So basically, where I'm at in my life right now is my main source of income is teaching guitar in school. That's like my day job, most days of the week. But that's slightly in jeopardy at the moment. Not the job itself, but in terms of how many pupils I have. So basically there's been new government legislation where private schools have to pay VAT on fees now, and things like lessons as well. So our school intake is less pupils. I'm probably going to be doing less lessons. That's a reduction in my income. So from very early on in the channel, like maybe about 3 months in, I thought, I love this YouTube stuff. I want to do more of this. It would be great if one day this could be some kind of income. But I didn't ever want to be forced into that. You know what I mean? And it seems like I might have to rely on it a little bit more. So I need to rethink the channel for next year. So I'll be trying out some sponsored content. I've had offers, like I said, from before, but I basically turned them all down because I want to catch up on this backlog of videos that I've got. But yeah, next year I'm going to be trying out some sponsored content, see how that goes. I had all these plans, like, see this room here? I want to be revamping all this. I want to get more guitars on the wall. I've actually just ordered a new sofa and getting some new furniture and things like that. And I wanted the start of the year to be like all refreshed and new, but it's not going to be that. I'm basically going to be playing catch up from those videos from before I was talking about. I've still got about 12 in the works from last year that I started that I need to got finished. Videos that I've promised, and some of them feel like a bit of a chore now to do because I kind of have to do them and I'm playing catch up. I'm getting loads of new video ideas all the time that I want to do, but I can't execute them because I'll just end up adding to the backlog. Anyway, that's me complaining about stuff. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, that was a bit ranty and I just basically don't know what I'm doing. Okay, sorry it turned into a bit of a downer towards the end there, but that's kind of how it's been going recently, how I've been feeling. So, overall, the year went fantastic. That's what I'm saying. Wee bit of a downer at the end. I need to rethink strategies for next year. And next year, unfortunately, is going to be a lot of playing catch up, because that technical issue I had with the PC and losing all those projects, that hurt the channel's progress a lot. So between that and me being like a massive procrastinator, next year I'm going to be focusing on being more productive, which means watching less YouTube and making more YouTube. That's the plan. I'm not too focused on like growing the channel or anything like that. I think I had way more growth than I deserved this year, so happy with that. But hopefully next year we'll get to go to Gear Street again. That would be amazing. I want to go to Guitar Summit, and I want to go to China again in October. That'll be great. That's the plans. If you got this far, thank you so much for watching, and in general, thanks for all your support this year, last year. I'm not good at figuring out years, because I'm still filming this on the 30th of December 2024, like 3 days before the new year, 2 days, whatever. I'm saying all the wrong stuff. Anywho, it's been a crazy ride. Not feeling amazing at the moment, feeling a bit of a downer, but next year, Phoenix arising from ashes and things like that. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, listen, Happy New Year, all the best to you. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you later.